Landlord is somebody who rents houses or rooms or apartments, but this person is the owner of the room, of the space. So, lord is like a, I don't know, like a boss or like a king or a queen, and land is just land. So you could also be, you could be a landlady. Good for you. And do you have any children? One child. Is it a son or a daughter? Daughter. And how old is she?
13.
13. Just like her son. Right? Very good.
13 อ่ะ 13 อ่ะ 13 ถูกแล้ว พี่ก็ 13
ถูกแล้ว
13
Oh, 13.
my daughter 13
So,
13
13,
and
30.
30
Okay, all right. You're 30,
Yes.
and 13. Okay, all right. So it's not going to work out. It's not gonna work out. Good. Okay, so what are your names? We and Bell? B-E-L-L? Bell, no way. That's the name of the princess in Beauty and the Beast. Do you know the movie Beauty and the Beast? It's a Disney movie. No? Oh, Belle. You are a princess and you don't even know it. That's good.
Tinkerbell
Tinkerbell as well. Yeah, from Peter Pan. That's right. So, Hui, do you have a job?
No job.
No job. Not right now.
Yes.
But have you worked in the past? A sales manager. Very good. Did you have employees? Did you have people who worked for you or worked underneath you? So you were a manager. So there were people who you managed. Like you had some other people who were not managers who you were in charge of. Oh, did you have people who worked for you? Or were you the boss? So, 20 people. You were the boss of 20 people, or the manager of 20 people. That's a lot of people. Good for you. Good job. Yeah. And do you have any children? You have a son?
Yes.
How old is he? 11? 11 years old. Wow. Very young. Like her daughter, 13 and 11. That's close. Not 30. Okay, good. So Belle, what is it like to be a princess? No, I said, do you have a job?
No, I am a student.
A student? Where do you study?
Thammasat University.
University. And what do you study? What subject do you study?
Mathematics.
Mathematics? Okay, let's see if you know this one. Let's see. Okay, it seems like yes, you do. You know that. Very good. So, what sort of job do you want in the future?
อนาคตชอบงานอะไรลูก
Teach. I want a teacher.
You want to be a teacher. You want to be a teacher. Very good. And do you want to teach? What age level do you want to teach? What age of people do you want? Do you want to teach 13-year-olds or 30-year-olds?
จะสอนเด็กผู้ใหญ่
11 to 18. So, okay. Do you say, do you have something called high school here? Do you have high school? Or do you have college? Or no?
High school.
High school, yeah. So what do you call the group of students that are younger than high school? What is it? Primary? So you have primary, and then high school, and then what?
second
University.
And then university. And then what?
second kinder
So would you call this secondary school? So primary, secondary. Yeah, same thing. Okay, good. Well, and okay, we'll get back to it. Very good, thank you. Okay, Jay. Jay? No, Jay's here. No, this is no, not. This is poem. Yes. Poem. Two poems in class. Okay, all right, good. Poem. Okay.
Porn and board.
Born.
B.
B. Oh.
เจมบอนเจมบอน
เก่งเว้ย
Okay, so there's one poem and one poem.
บอน
Poem. Good, thank you. Okay, good. Poem. So poem. How long have you been a monk?
เป็นพระอนาคตโอ้สวัสดีคุณประโยมโอ้ลองแทน
6 years. And how long do you plan to be a monk? How long do you want to be a monk for? How long do do you want to continue to be a monk?
Em này
Like
I don't understand.
forever? So,
จะมีไปอีกใช่คือไปที่ขนาดแล้วรอเวลาแค่ไหนแล้วเขาชอบทำเรื่องแบบWhat's to be เป็นมาตั้งโบราณแค่ไหนแล้วเมื่อกี้เขาถามว่า how long have you
ใช่เป็นภาพไม่ไหวเป็นภาพมาแค่ไหนเนี่ย
Sorry, I'm done. So you understand.
you don't understand? Okay, that's okay.
Yes.
Well, actually, we're going to learn about that. Don't forget the question. Forget the question. It's not important. So, let's see. Okay. You went on alms rounds this morning.
จะบอกหรือเปล่าเช้านี้
To get on. How much food did you collect?
เยอะไหมอาหารน่ะ
So, more, so let's see. About how many kilos of food did you collect this morning?
กี่กิโล
2 kilos.
And
yes.
please sometimes you will write sentence for receive
Okay. And what is your name?
Dan.
Dan.
D-E-N.
D-E-N.
Yeah.
Dan.
ดี
Dan. Okay, good.
แดง
And
เก่ง
Dan, do you live here?
No, I'm from Cambodia. I went to study Thailand.
You come to study in Thailand.
Yes.
So, okay. How long have you been here in Thailand?
เก่งเลยมาไหมอยู่เมืองไทย
1 year.
1 year.
Yes.
And let's see. Let me do this.
หน้าทำให้
How long will you stay in Thailand?
เมืองไทย
เมืองไทยได้
ก็เมื่อกี้บอกว่าวันเยีย
1 year.
ไม่ใช่
1 more year.
Yes, 1 more year.
So, 1 year from today, or 1 year in the future, you will go back to Cambodia. You will return.
กลับมาเออ
That's the reason I don't want to be.
You understand? I'm taking.
ชอบแก้เสื้ออยู่เลย
ดูมาได้แค่ไหนก็เอาให้ดูใช่เอาให้ดูให้ดีรีวิว
How many years will you be here in total?
It's not today to future but he said
For the entire time that you are here. How many years will you be here? You don't know.
Maybe tomorrow he'll die
บอกยังไม่แน่ใจ
Maybe, all right, yeah. Very morbid there. you say. Okay, great, very interesting. Thank you. And you are studying, but what do you study?
I'm studying Thailand and English.
In English?
Yes.
Yes. And anything else? Or only English?
And Bali.
Do you know body language
No. Bali is no language.
yeah
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Very good. Very good. Okay, Mr. Singh, how are you today?
very well thank you and you
Very well, thank you. Now, what was your job Where did you work, Mr. Singh?
In former, I work with a big company, big firm, Nestle.
Nestle.
Yeah,
Yes.
from Switzerland. It's very famous.
They make chocolate, right?
Sure.
And what did you do for them? What was your job with them?
I was a sales manager of chocolate section.
You were a salesman in the chocolate section.
Yeah. And at the time I used to sell tonic food. Tonic food. Powder milk for infant.
Well, so did you eat a lot of chocolate when you worked for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had to taste.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You have to test the chocolate. Yeah. And did you get to take chocolate home for free?
Oh,
Could you? Let's see.
It's chocolate. Ultra free.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Very kind,
Like
such as Brazil nut,
Brazil nut.
whole nut.
The whole nut.
Yeah,
Good for you.
very kind. Whole milk, dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate is the best. That's
The
the best.
best.
Indeed. So do you have an idiom for us today?
Sure.
Okay, good. Mr. Singh's idiom of the day.
Yeah. This is idiom of proverb. I don't know.
Okay.
For example, too many cooks spoil the blood.
Spoil the broth.
Blood. B-R-O-T-H. Yeah. Too many cooks spoil the blood. B-R-O-T-H.
Broth.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Please make me clear.
แปลว่าอะไร
Yeah.
So, too many cooks spoil the broth. First off, we know that cooks or a cook is what? What is a cook?
A person who cook the food.
So a person who cooks.
Yeah.
So a person who cooks could be called a chef
Yeah.
or a cook.
Yeah.
So one question could be, do you cook food at home? Yes. Are you a good cook?
Yeah.
Yes. So you cook food well?
Yes.
Yes. I believe it. So a cook, someone who cooks food. So then broth, you know what broth is? Broth is the like the liquid part of a soup.
Yeah.
So it's basically says soup. Soup. And then to spoil. You know what spoil is? To spoil is like to ruin.
Yeah. Ruin. Yeah.
To ruin
Yeah.
or to destroy
Yeah,
or to make bad.
yeah.
So to ruin, like
not fresh.
not fresh. No, no, no. This is
Not good.
yeah, it's not fresh.
Now, no.
Not good is.
It's it could be old, like it's not fresh. It's very old and it's spoiled, like an egg. If you took an egg and left it out on the table for 2 weeks, it would smell bad because it is spoiled. It is rotten. It's a spoiled egg. So to spoil is to ruin, to destroy, to make bad. Spoil.
Spoil.
So two is one of the 3 twos, T-O-O. And what does it mean to have too many cooks? Too many cooks means what?
One.
Means more than one, but it means you have more cooks than you need. So normally there's only one cook
Yeah.
cooking a meal, but if there are too many cooks, that means there are 2 or 3 or 4 or 15 cooks that you do not need. It's more than you need. Too many cooks spoil the broth. So if you have more cooks than you need, it will ruin the soup. So what this means is if you have one person working on a job or working on a task, if I tell Aruni to go and do something, and go and wash the dishes, let's say. So Aruni goes and begins to wash the dishes. But then if we all went to go help Aruni wash the dishes, there would be too many people trying to wash the dishes because you have such a small space and all the people are getting in there. So it's too many people working on the same task, on the same job, will ruin the job. Or will make it so that the job does not get done. So basically saying that if one person is doing one job, that's good. But if too many people try to do the same job, the job will be ruined. So too many cooks spoil the broth. Yeah? You can say it's love or not.
Teacher,
Mr. Singh.
if too many people are involved,
Are involved, yes.
that in doing something,
Mhm.
right, it will not be done well.
Yes.
Màทดสอบอาจารย์ทุกครั้ง
มันจะแปลว่าอะไรคะ
ก็คือถ้างานชิ้นหนึ่งนะคนเดียวทำก็คือสำเร็จ
That's what Mr. Singh said. That is exactly,
ถ้าหลาย
that
คนก็
means the same thing as this.
ดูก็ได้ Yeah.
It's too many people.
If too many people are involved in doing something, it will not be done well.
นั่นแหละคือคำตอบ
เ
งานเดียวถ้าหาว่าคนหลายคนทำอ่ะงานชิ้นเดียวนั้นอ่ะมันไม่ได้เนื้องานแปลเป็นไทยก็อย่างเนี้ย
ไอ้ที่โอ้ไม่ดี มันไม่ดีเราคนมันมากเกินไปให้ฟังใช่ไหมมันมากเกินคนเยอะเกินไปมันทำงานชิ้นเดียวมันไม่เจอจะดีมันอยู่ที่ไหน
งานก็มีไม่ดีไม่เชื่อเลยให้ลูกสาวเธอ5 คนน่ะไปร้านชาบอกว่าชามก็แตกกันเละเทะมันไม่ใช่
ไม่ดีตัดกันด้วยแล้วไอ้คนมันสปอยงานสุดงาน
ไม่เสียหายแล้วเสียหายทำให้เสียหายหลายไม่ได้ก็เสียเร็ว
เคยเห็นอาหารผ่านรถ30 คนเขียนกับ10 คนเขียน10 คนเขียนใครได้นะ
10 คนเดียวกันไป
ไม่ใช่30 คนเขียนแทน
เยอะมาก
อาจจะเป็นงานที่คนมันเยอะไปงานเขียนหรือเปล่านะถ้าสมัยเช่นนะที่ต่างๆที่สิ่งต่าง
what is that